What's going on, YouTube world? It's your boy Chris B back again. Uh, Today I wanted to talk about a guy named Don Imus and women's basketball. Back in 2007, there was at this time they called them shock jocks, and shock jocks from the 80s and 90s and stuff. That was before YouTubers and stuff. So this guy was a famous shock jock, I guess. I really never heard of him. I heard of Howard Stern, but I've never really heard of Don Imus. But in 2007, he made a comment while covering a college basketball game. I guess, I don't know, at that time, I guess maybe the networks put him on. Just, I don't know why they had him on there, particularly commenting on this game. But he had made a whole bunch of crazy ass comments, racist comments, and one of them he called the Rutgers women basketball team. He called them nappy headed hoes. you know, which sparked a lot of outrage, and just it goes to show you how much the world has changed. White man, he was a white man, and he lost his job because of that. But in my opinion, I believe it caused a groundswell of change in women's basketball. See, I've been watching women's basketball just as long as I've been watching men's basketball, basically. So I've definitely seen the WNBA come a long way, and it has come a long way from where it was when it first started. And I believe women's college basketball, they've definitely come a long way when it comes in terms of the looks. Women nowadays, they look good and play good. So, what I'm saying? I think it nowadays more today, you see more of the women out there showing their own individual personality and style more than you did back then. Back in the days, I had my crush. I was Dawn Staley. I was Dawn Staley like all day. That was my boo thing. That was my crush thing. And I like Candace Parker too. But we really didn't pay attention to the way the female basketball players looked like that. And sometimes a lot of them did look like dudes. But that's for another day. But I think that it changed the way women went about going on, carrying themselves on and off the court. And I think it was a good thing, because it's a damn shame when they got up there and had to look at them women, and one of the first things that come out of this mouth was look at them nappy head hoes. You know what I'm saying? God damn, that's rough. But in all honesty, fellas, if you go back and look at the clips of what he was looking at, some of them bras was looking toe up from the flow up. But still, he put some other racist shit with that, so it made it all bad as in terms. But I'm just going to show you, I like the way the women look out there now. You know what I'm saying? I like when they looking good and playing good, shit. I'm a little bit biased. I don't like the booty shorts coming back with the men like they did in the 80s. I don't like the booty shorts on no men. Bring back the Fab Five baggy jeans, the baggy shorts look. That's more my speed right there. But I don't mind it for the women. I'm sorry. I don't mind y'all running around out there with y'all short shorts on and stuff. I think that's sexy. But it's just one of those things to where you never know what brings about change. And the world has changed. A lot of people think shit ain't changed. It used to be a white man wouldn't even, they say, oh, he's just a good old boy. He wouldn't even get in trouble. You get a slap on the wrist for that. He's just being a good old boy. That's what them good old boys say. But it just goes to show you how much shit has changed, because now a white man, you can't just come out your mouth and say anything you want to say anything more to black people. These days, 2023, white folks gonna get on you. So I just like the way things have changed in women's sports and women in sports in general too. I remember I used to say back in the 90s, I used to say, man, if I could see one of these pretty fine girls up here spitting some stats at me and talking some sports, man, I fall in love. Lo and behold, the boom of women in sports now. You got a lot of them that's doing exactly what I was talking about doing. But I'm glad to see that women in sports and basketball and in sports in general, they can express themselves and express their fashion in a way that's also feminine and fly. I like that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's good. You know what I'm saying? We have to get rid of our old stereotypes of what we think style is in 2023, you know? What worked for you 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago may not be working now. And it may not be relatable. So we all have to change in all particular ways if you want to grow, you know? But I couldn't believe, though, that Don Imus did come out of his mouth and thought he had the audacity. He thought, he really did thought that he could get away with that. But in a way, from that, it seemed like the image of females in sports changed to me. That's just my opinion, y'all. You know, you can definitely tell me what you think down below. But I just hope that we can continue to move forward and progress as we have done in society these days, to the point that where all of us can show some growth and show some humility in this crazy thing we call life. You can only keep going forward. But the world has changed. I'm glad to see. But we still got a long way to go. But I just want to come holler at you. I'll get back with you in a little bit. Peace.